Hello everyone. Disclaimer before this video starts. Every single strategy to the boss today requires cheese. So if you do not want to cheese this boss, this is not the video to watch. Today's video will be how to defeat the unidentified flying Morbius. I will be discussing how to defeat it using all 5 classes: Melee, Ranger, Mage, Summoner, and Strange class. I will start with Melee. For this class, what you're going to need is turtle armor, and then I have no idea how to say these, and then a death sickle if you want. The strategy, I'll just be using these. And then of course you have your normal buffs. Like I mentioned in the last video, I'm using Alchemist NPC Lite for these potions. Either install that mod, or you can just get the said potions on the potion description. And then for my accessories, I'm going for pure damage and melee speed here so I can kill this thing as fast as I can. I'm going to have Menacing Feral Claws, Berserker Glove, Warrior Emblem, Wings, which I just needed to fill a slot, Fire Gauntlet, Power Glove, Mechanical Glove. With the strat, what I'll be doing is I will be sitting in an enclosed box, since all of the projectiles from this boss cannot go through blocks. And it also takes knockback, so I can just sit still and spam and not really worry about the boss at all. Here's what the arena looks like right here. You do not need this top part of the arena at all, but just make sure you are here for the whole fight. For buffs, you don't really need these, but it is recommended that you use the sharpening station for more damage. And there you go. During the fight, I noticed that I could probably make the barriers on the side a little smaller so that they kind of kept ricocheting off the walls after I'd hit it. So that may be something that you could change, just maybe having the size a little bit smaller. You could definitely do that. The next class I'll be talking about is the Ranger class. When it comes to this class, this might be one of the most unique setups I've had the entire time. For armor, you could choose to go for all chlorophyte or all hollowed, depending if you want to do your, chlorophyte mining or not after the mech bosses. You're going to want the Daedalus Stormbow with the Stranger arrows, which you get these from hitting these holy trees that are kind of just in space on floating islands around. So if you just hit these, you can use the strange energy to craft these arrows. And then for potions, you're going to want Battle or Endurance, Life Force, Iron Skin, Regen, Rage, and Wrath. Healing potions, Goku Soda, or any other well-fed. archery, ammo, reservation, wrath, and rage. And then I don't know why these are here. And then for accessories, mostly just more damage ones. Have Ranger Emblem, Molten Quiver, Shield Cthulhu, Wings, or any other kind of wing. I just needed to fill a slot. Avenger Emblem, Menacing Stalker's Quiver, and Magic Quiver. But for this fight, what I'm going to be doing is I'll be using Chlorophyte Helmet for the increased range damage since it has 1 over the hollowed helmet. The Plate Mail since it has an extra 5% increased defense. And then the Greaves since they have a 7 increased damage percent over Chlorophyte Greaves. And for buffs, you're just going to want the ammo reservation to just save ammo, and I don't think these arrows are cheap either. So the next class I'll be talking about is the Mage class. For the Mage class, this one will probably be the most difficult to defeat because there are not a lot of weapons that go through blocks. So I had to use the, yeah, you know it's bad. But of course you can go for the Chlorophyte armor or the full hollowed armor. It just goes on your preference. Me personally, I will be using the Chlorophyte headgear, the Plate Mail, and the Hollowed Greaves just for damage purposes. For weapons, I'll be using the Crystal Vial Shard since the Clinger Staff gives knockback, and every time you hit this boss it goes upwards, and that's kind of annoying. For buffs, you have Well Fed, Swiftness, Mage combination, or Magic Power, Mana Regen, Clairvoyance, Wrath, and Rage. Mana Potions, Endurance, Life Force, Iron Skin, Regen, Rage, and Wrath, and Healing Potions. For accessories, you're going to want a Mana Flower variant. I'm using the Mana Cloak, Avenger Emblem, Sorcerer Emblem, Wings, or any other accessory, Celestial Emblem, Obsidian Shield, and Boots. I just had to fill accessory slots. For buffs, you're going to want the Crystal Ball that gives you the Clairvoyance buff. Like I said, this one will probably take the longest out of all of them. And finally, nap time is over. The next class I'll be talking about is the Summoner class. For this class, you have your hollowed armor, or you can have the Tiki armor, which is what I will be using. For weapons, I would recommend the Blade Staff. Yeah, it does 7 damage, but it ignores a lot of enemy defense. And then if you pair it with your Durandal and then a flask of Ichor, this thing goes down pretty quick. You're also going to want Endurance, Life Force, Iron Skin, Regen, Rage, and Wrath. Well-fed buff, Swiftness. I guess you don't even need this because you're not even going anywhere. And then Summoning Potion. For accessories, you want Summoner Emblem, Obsidian Shield, or any other accessory you want to put here. Power Glove, Wings, or any other accessory you want to put here. Pygmy Necklace, Menacing Shield of Cthulhu, and Menacing Avenger Emblem. Now for more buffs you're going to want the Bewitched buff so you can get that extra minion. The next class I will be talking about is the Strange class. For this class, you're going to still use the Fausto armor. And for your weapons, you're going to want your Stranger Blade. And then you can go for the old mod icon as well. But notice on the bottom, quickly drains strange energy. So keep that in mind. If this weapon just stops working, that's when. You're going to also want Endurance, Life Force, Iron Skin, Regen, Rage, and Wrath. You don't even need a Swiftness. And then Thorns, Iron Skin, I guess. And then Well-Fed. Also, for accessories, you can basically, for most of these, except for like 3 of them, you can put in whatever you want. So I'm using Obsidian Shield, Wings, Avenger Emblem, Terraspark Boots, Strange Emblem, Shield of Cthulhu, and Big Spiky Ball. Now for this fight, you're not going to need any buffs since I don't think there are any in the game as of now. And I will say this right away, as of literally the day I'm making this video, the dev for Bob Blender fixed the weapons that you could have used in the last video to kill those said bosses, and that they are now like post Moonlord. I just wanted to point that out since it was changed literally like today. Again, thank you guys for watching the video. I'm sorry that I could not figure out how to kill these bosses without this cheese. So I wish you the best of luck if you are trying not to cheese the unidentified flying Morbius. And when it comes to the next video, the next boss I'll be fighting is Carl. Thanks again for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.